Hey guys, Jerry here, and welcome back to GregTech, where we have a nice big pile of fuel here, ready to consume and burn.
Oh, can I eat it? Is that safe?
Now, besides it kind of
No.
looks like piss.
Oh. Oh. I'm just
Probably
gonna
not safe for human
gonna go over
consumption.
here. Alright. Well, penguin.
Penguin piss.
First, I don't have a mouth.
Actually, that's right, you don't. So, we
How can I
have
be eating
prepared
fish?
the basic diesel generator, and this took ages because it's so annoying to make the gears and to make the motors and to make the pistons. So it's flashing in your hand.
Yay. Dude. Dance penguin.
No.
Oh.
So, but right now I'm actually wondering if we end up, like, if we risk, overpowering this system here. Like, we do have a lot of turbines on it, don't we?
Could we just put it into this high voltage battery buffer? Like, connect it directly?
We might be able to, yeah. Let's
Can't
try.
it accept like two amps?
Well, we do have two batteries in it, so it should be, yeah. So just put it right there next to it, and then we'll flip it around so it outputs once it actually loads in.
Alright, so I'm gonna go grab a couple buckets.
Just to grab a single bucket, we don't want to waste too much, Actually,
I grabbed two.
alright. Well, try and...
Waste. How are we gonna waste? Oh! 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 It's doing the thing!
It's doing a thing! But can we see anything? Yes, we can actually in the lithium battery. It's actually going up quite fast. Quite fast indeed. I'm gonna
Oh,
assume...
jeez, Louise.
I'm gonna assume that the power's going the right place, Like, but the thing is, like, we're still never gonna see it build up because we're burning all the power that we make by just having this thing on. Like, if we were to
That
turn
goes...
off...
Good.
If we were to turn off the blast furnace, then we could see how quickly it produces. It does. It actually burns it for quite a long time as well. I hear fire, but I think
What
that's
if we just...
I think that's because of the distillery next to it, or the alcohol place. But yeah, if you just break that, then the last lithium battery here will fill up, and then it'll start filling up the big batteries in the main one. Or the smaller big batteries, I guess you would call them. But yeah,
800,000 EU... 1.6 million EU... Okay, so that's full.
which means that these should start filling up.
Nope, the
Well, that's filling
things
up
upstairs are gonna fill up.
No, they're actually filling up before the lithium battery. Like, they actually get first call on the power for some reason. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but they get first dibs. It's something strange. But I think the high voltage battery buff actually like has 100,000 EU internal storage as well. So I think it actually fills that up first, and then it starts transferring into batteries. There we are.
Yeah, there we go. Oh
Yeah, that's
yeah.
like 1,000 EU per second we're doing now.
Because each one of these are filling up by half a thousand at a time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not too bad. But yeah,
And we've
I think
only
with the two batteries in there,
we've only used one bucket.
yeah. But yeah, I think we should, keep this sort of as a boost when we really need more power. Like it's,
Yeah.
and then put the redstone back in for the blast furnace, blast furnace. The blast furnace, which is still running perfectly.
Now these are gonna drain. Well, yep, there they go.
Yeah. Like the thing is, the more times we store the power in batteries and then pull it out, the more we'll actually lose. Like there's a little loss connected to it every single time. So just consuming
Even
it
if-
immediately is actually not a bad idea in terms of efficiency.
All right.
So that's something.
So
that
shall we drink to our triumph?
Just 2 seconds. I just need to quickly tuck that in there, and then let us toast.
How do we clink?
Bottoms up.
Ow! Ow! Yeah!
I'm
Our fight.
tipsy and I have mining haste. Yay!
Let's go dig up diamonds.
Do you really want to do that right now?
No, not really. Hey, what's this?
What's what? Oh!
This.
Yeah, there's something there. There's a lot of particles around me, first of all. But we also have that entire building over there and then a bridge leading to it from our first floor. Let's go up and have a look. Let us examine, kids. As in, let us examine kids, not examine the kids. Don't misunderstand me.
You're not allowed in my building anymore. My
So,
office space.
so this is your building?
This is my building. But you can use it too.
Oh, that's nice of you.
I'm just building a skyscraper slowly.
Slowly but surely. The Buddha State building. Buddha, you have a mighty
Buddha
big
towers.
bedroom.
I do have a mighty big bedroom. TeamSpeak's getting crowded these days.
Okay, so what's the purpose of this tower, Buddha?
This tower is going to be our central processing unit. Also known as a computer place under construction.
Of utility.
Of utility.
You know, something. So basically, the idea is that we'll use all the space in that building to actually set up automatic crafting and such with the applied Energistics system, which we haven't touched upon, but we just have here burning our GregTech power. We need to do more with this. We really do.
We do. If it's gonna burn power, we gotta
do stuff with it. Yes. So one of the main things that you can actually do with it is automated crafting. Now that's something that, like one of the things that has been holding us back from doing a lot of that is that it actually requires quite a few diamonds. But now that we have a diamond vein, you know, that all of a sudden doesn't seem that far-fetched for us to actually do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first of all find a I'm gonna need to look in none of items here, and then let's see what it is I need. I need a. It's called an assembler or something. Card assembler, no. What's it called again? It's the molecular assembler. There we are. So formation core and an annihilation core and some quartz glass.
I think you made that word up.
What?
Annihilation core.
Annihilation?
Yeah,
it's actually I actually read it off of the screen. But it's fine if you don't believe me.
Aren't you fancy?
Formation core and annihilation core. Those are Buddha's two favorite words. So that's a molecular assembler here. Now the molecular assembler doesn't work on its own. It needs an interface. So we need to make an ME interface here, and luckily it requires also a formation and an annihilation core. So, and the recipe made two of them, so we can get just that. Now, apart from that, we will also need a crafting CPU. That's the one.
Another central computer.
We need a crafting unit. So that requires two calculation processors, which is the one that requires the pure Suicidal quartz, apparently. Alright, so do we have some of those? Yes, we do. And we have some of these. And we have no more redstone up here, but I need some redstone. I also need to get the inscriber calculation press. One of those. So put that in. And then we need to put some of these in. And it'll very slowly craft it with this really annoying recipe. Now we can make these with GregTech as well. There is the forming press recipe here, but we do not have a forming press. But it is very efficient to actually do it with the GregTech machine, because you can use Suicidal quartz plates, which you can make from the dust, which means that we can quadruple the ores first, then make the plates, and then do the things. That's not redstone.
No, but drink it. Particles all gone.
Still isn't redstone. We probably do need to actually refine some more redstone. Like, I think we have some
Here.
ground up stuff. Thank you. So yeah, this is very, very thrilling, the crafting process here. It always helps with a little jingle. You know, you make your own.
Bing, 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 bing.
We're not healing our Pokemon. So what was I trying to make? I was trying to make a crafting processor, which is just called a crafting unit. So I still need one of these logic processors, which means I will need to make more silicon things. So I get these, I get silicon press, I take these, get some of the redstone. And then I need to wait for this. And again, as always, you can actually make these with the forming press from GregTech, which is actually 10 seconds. That's decently fast.
Not bad.
Like the forming press is basically a thing from GregTech that allows you to make stuff from other mods. I think that's the short version of it.
Okay, so basically we're going to be moving all of this over there, right?
Yeah, and we're also going to be making a very long high voltage cable to bring power over there, and then we need a set of transformers to transform it down so we can have the power the machines itself. The computer we can power from the high voltage directly. It doesn't care.
Right. It won't blow it up.
No. It's anything that's not GregTech won't blow up, you know. Alright, so we now actually have the basis of a molecular crafting unit, so I'm gonna set that up right here so we can test it. I also have a basic gas turbine on me. So we have the molecular assembler. I'm gonna actually put it there. Because why the hell not? And then the crafting unit here will need to be connected to the main computer. Now, because this is an ad hoc computer, we only have 8 cables or 8 channels in total, and we're actually using 2 of them right here. So actually, hold on, can I? Would it be?
Ouch! That was rude.
You walked in front of me. I'm just wondering if it'll be more handy for us to put this like up in the corner here. I think it will. That should not have been there. It should have been right next to the thing. ME interface.
GregTech. The only place you can break blocks with magic.
That's Formcraft. This crafting unit will need to be connected somehow, and I don't think it'll actually... actually, we need a crafting storage unit. That's the one. That's what we need. Can I have that back? Or toss it in the computer?
And that molecular thing is like lighting up.
There we are. Crafting storage, that's what we need. So we can put that there. So now it says it now says device online on this, and it actually does say device online on the assembler as well. So what we can do now is basically craft automatically in the computer if we have a recipe, but we need to make a recipe first. Again, this is all part of the very basic stuff. So we need to make a pattern terminal, which is an engineering processor and a crafting terminal. Now, we don't have an engineering processor, so I'm going to need to make one from scratch as well. Which means I'm going to need to take a bunch of stuff out of the computer. So it's those together. Wait for the machine to finish. Wait for the machine to actually start. That's the wrong press, that's why. Are you killing chickens again? Tired of listening to them clucking about?
Yeah, there's only one that I'm gonna let live, and that's because he hid like a prop hunt champ.
Right, that should give us the engineering processor we need. And then I think we can actually... No, we need a crafting terminal. So we need a crafting table, which is very simple. If I
How do
only
we
had
make
some,
that?
if I only had some planks, which I do right here. So yay! Bam, crafting terminal, and if we apply the engineering processor, we get the pattern terminal, which we can put right there.
Oh.
And
Oh.
now we can set up recipes. So what's a really annoying recipe to make, Buddha?
Piston or not pumps
Well,
and
like
engines.
normal vanilla pistons are kind of annoying as well, you know. But like we need something rather basic, you know, that we need a lot of, that we craft quite often.
Um, I don't know. What do we craft the most?
Apart from torches, yeah.
Damn it.
Like it can be something that uses tools, you know. Actually, I have a good idea here. Let me try and get some stuff. You know, just to demonstrate the point here. Where's all the steel plates, Buddha?
We might have used a lot of them in that diesel generator. We
Oh
got 10.
yeah, I guess we did use a lot, didn't we? Alright, so that's not gonna work.
There, I'll go make some more.
Well, we are gonna... why is it so hard to just come up with a stupid recipe, you know?
Just do something simple like the electric motor.
Well, then we need to make the parts for it as well, in order to demonstrate that it can actually work. Yeah,
Okay,
I know, I got an idea here. Alright, so... I'm gonna need some glowstone as well. Which I think we already have some in the computer, but... Alright, so we need to make some empty patterns. Otherwise we're not gonna get far. So blank patterns. Charged sodas, crystal quartz. There we are, and quartz glass. Like the quartz glass is the annoying thing. That maybe I should make a recipe for that. But let's see here. Pattern terminal. So let's see here. There's the recipe for glass panes. We can make that. And then let's make the recipe for the open blocks tanks.
Yeah.
Now for this, I'm gonna actually need to make some glass panes. So I'm gonna make the computer make me some glass panes. So I'll put a pattern there, and because the interface is connected to my little assembler, I can just click here and order up some glass panes. And I would like 22. That'll make me 2 recipes, because that's how many it can make. So there we are, glass panes. So now I'll take my obsidian here. Yeah, I did. I really did. There. Save that. And then I toss this one in here as well. And now I can tell the computer to make me tanks from open blocks.
Tanks.
And it'll make me 2.
We don't have enough glass in there.
Yeah, we do. It has glass panes.
Oh, did it still have glass panes?
Yeah. So another recipe that I would like to make is the quartz glass. Because that's the thing that the computer will need all the time. Quartz glass. So I have to find these recipes sometimes. So 4 glass and 4 nether quartz dust. Yeah, save that. Very simple. Toss that in there, and now if we suddenly need more nether quartz glass, we can just have the computer craft it. And if it doesn't have the materials, then it can't craft it, and we'll have to clear out the status from inside the crafting CPU here. But so that's the basics of computer crafting. Now, the interfaces and the patterns there can also be used in a different way in what's called the processing pattern. So basically, the processing pattern is basically you tell the computer that if you put this right here, then you'll get this in return. Which allows you to basically use GregTech machines or other mods machines to make stuff for you. Like, if you know that, for instance, if we had an like one of the really good polarizers that could give byproducts, we could say, okay, so a recipe for maybe graphite dust is grinding up diamond ore. And then it'll put in, and then it'll just, you know, try and grind up some diamond ore to get some graphite dust, and then it might fail because it won't make any, but still, you know, you can actually tell the computer that there is those sort of things that you can do. It's also good for just cooking stuff, you know, like if you want a computer to make an iron ingot, then you tell it, hey, if you put iron dust in a furnace, you get iron ingots. So it's very manual in that way, but it works quite nicely. Now, we're already up to using 5 channels here on this one cable, and so we might need to consider making a
Bigger one?
no, what's it called? The ME control.
Extra channels.
The ME controller, that's the one, yes. Very, very simple. The ME control, what's it called? Something with control? Ah, the controller. Sure.
That blasted ER.
Yeah. Anyway, the controller will give us 32 channels on each side of it, so if we like put the controller centrally and then move or make sure that we put our cables correctly, then we can actually use a lot of channels and have a really big AE network. But this is a very basic computer crafting system, very, very basic. So one thing that would be really nice, for instance, with the processing pattern, we could tell it that if it puts, you know, as a printed silicon thing and a redstone and a piece printed gold thing, it'll make the logic processor. And then we tell it that if you put gold in this pattern here, it'll make a, or if you just put gold, and then we have 4 of these, and then we put the gold into the one with the gold processing pattern thing.
Wait, that's something we can do, or?
Yeah, we can actually automate this, but I would much rather use the forming press, honestly. The issue is that replacing the stencils, the presses, is actually kind of hard because you can't make those output automatically.
Oh, gotcha.
So the issue is replacing those to the ones that you actually need. So yeah, that might be difficult, but it's a challenge. We like challenges. So that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the little brief tutorial into area effect. Yeah, applied energistics crafting. I'm getting tired.
Yeah, try that again.
Automatic applied energistics crafting
Tutorial
sort of deal.
Show offiness.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
and
it's morning.
Diesel generator. Has our diesel generator burned up through everything we gave it?
It had.
Nope, it still has.
No,
stuff.
it had.
Ah, there's still stuff in it.
It had.
Well, you put more stuff in it then.
Anyway.
It's been cooking up a nice bit of stuff for us, so that's nice. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye!